Have you ever wondered what happened to some of the biggest names in the adult entertainment industry? One day they seemed to be everywhere. Millions of people knew their names. They were constantly making headlines, trending online, and attracting huge audiences from around the world. But then, almost overnight, many of them simply disappeared. Some chose to walk away because they wanted a normal life. Others were tired of the pressure that came with fame. A few found success in completely different careers, while some faced personal struggles that changed everything. Their stories are often much more surprising than people expect. In today's video, we're counting down 10 adult stars who disappeared from the spotlight. We'll look at why they left, what happened after their careers ended, and where they are today. Some of these people became successful business owners. Others focused on family, education, or creating a brand new future far away from the industry that made them famous. You may think you already know these stories, but there are several shocking twists along the way. In fact, the person at the #1 spot made a decision that almost nobody saw coming. So stay with us until the very end, because every story on this list is different, and each one shows that life can change in ways no one expects. Whether they disappeared by choice or simply moved on to something bigger, their journeys are truly fascinating. Let's begin with number 10. At number 10 is Kacey Jordan, a name that many people remember because of both her career and the headlines that followed her. During the late 2000s and early 2010s, she quickly became a well-known face in the adult entertainment industry. Her growing popularity and confident personality helped her build a large fan base in a short amount of time. However, her life changed when she became connected to a major celebrity news story. Suddenly, people who had never heard of her before were searching for her name. She was everywhere in the media, giving interviews and answering questions about events that had little to do with her actual career. While the attention made her even more famous, it also brought an enormous amount of pressure. After a few years, Kacey slowly began stepping away from the spotlight. Instead of continuing the fast-paced lifestyle that came with fame, she chose a quieter path. She became more selective about public appearances and focused on rebuilding her life away from constant media attention. Bree became the center of worldwide media attention because of her highly publicized relationship with actor Charlie Sheen. Suddenly, she was no longer being talked about only for her career. Every interview, every headline, and every news story focused on her personal life. While the attention made her even more famous, it also brought intense public pressure. As time passed, Bree decided to leave the adult industry and try a different path. She appeared in television interviews, worked on other entertainment projects, and spoke openly about the challenges she faced after leaving. She explained that moving on was not as easy as many people believed. Even after changing careers, many people continued to recognize her only for her past. Over the years, Bree has talked about wanting to build a life beyond the image that made her famous. She is focused on living more privately and creating a future on her own terms. Although she occasionally appears online or in interviews, she is no longer chasing the same kind of fame she once had. Her story shows that leaving a well-known career doesn't mean the past disappears overnight. Sometimes, the hardest part isn't becoming famous. It's convincing the world that you've changed. And the next person on our list didn't just leave the spotlight. She completely reinvented herself and built an entirely new career that few people expected. Coming in at number 7 is Sasha Grey, a name that became famous not only because of her career, but also because of what she did after leaving it. Unlike many people who slowly disappeared from the spotlight, Sasha made a bold decision to completely reinvent herself. She entered the adult entertainment industry at a young age and quickly became one of its biggest stars. Her confidence and unique personality helped her stand out, and before long, she had built a worldwide fan base. Many people expected her to stay in the industry for years, but she had other plans. While she was still one of the most recognized names, Sasha announced that she was leaving. The decision surprised many fans because her career was still successful. Instead of continuing down the same path, she wanted to explore new opportunities and prove that she could do much more. After stepping away, she moved into mainstream entertainment. She appeared in movies, television shows, interviews, and podcasts. She also became interested in writing, music, and online content. Over time, she built a new public image that focused on creativity rather than her past career. Today, Sasha Grey continues to stay active through social media, streaming, and other creative projects. While many people still remember how she first became famous, she has spent years showing that one chapter of life does not have to define the rest of it. Her journey is a powerful reminder that it is possible to start over, even when millions of people think they already know your story. But the next person on our list became one of the most searched names on the internet after spending only a very short time in the industry. Her story is even more surprising. At number 6 is Mia Khalifa, one of the most recognizable names on the internet. What makes her story so unusual is that she spent only a very short time in the adult entertainment industry, yet her name became known around the world. Even years after leaving, people still associate her with that brief period of her life. When Mia entered the industry, she quickly became one of the most searched personalities online. Within just a few months, her popularity exploded. Videos featuring her were viewed millions of times, and her name appeared in headlines across the world. To many people, it looked like she had found instant success. But behind the scenes, things were very different. Mia decided to leave the industry not long after she started. She has spoken publicly about wanting to move on and build a different future. However, leaving turned out to be much harder than expected. Even after changing careers, people continued to recognize her for her past work, making it difficult to escape the image that had made her famous. Instead of giving up, Mia focused on creating a new identity. She became active on social media, worked with different brands, appeared on podcasts and interviews, and built a career as an online personality. She also shared her opinions on sports, current events, and other topics, showing that there was much more to her than what people already knew. Today, Mia Khalifa remains a well-known public figure, but her focus is very different from where she started. Her story shows that fame can happen overnight, but leaving it behind can take years. And the next person on our list walked away from a legendary career to build an entirely different life outside the spotlight. At number 5 is Lisa Ann, a name that many people consider one of the most successful and recognizable in the adult entertainment industry. For years, she remained one of the biggest stars, building a loyal fan base and earning countless awards. Many believed she would stay in the industry for as long as possible because she was still incredibly popular. But Lisa had a different plan. Instead of waiting for her career to slow down, she decided to step away while she was still one of the most respected names in the business. It wasn't an easy decision, but she wanted to focus on new opportunities that would allow her to grow in different ways. After leaving, Lisa didn't disappear completely. She reinvented herself by exploring several new careers. She became involved in sports media, hosted radio shows and podcasts, made public appearances, and worked on business projects. She also built a strong presence online, where she continued connecting with fans while talking about topics far beyond her past career. Over the years, Lisa has shown that planning for life after fame is just as important as achieving success in the first place. Rather than depending on one career forever, she focused on learning new skills and creating multiple sources of income. That smart approach helped her stay relevant even after leaving the industry behind. Today, Lisa Ann is known not only for what she did in the past, but also for the successful career she built afterward. Her journey proves that disappearing from one industry doesn't mean disappearing from success. Sometimes, it simply means starting a brand new chapter. The next person on our list slowly stepped away from the spotlight after entering a completely different stage of life, and her story may surprise you even more. At number 4 is Reid, one of the most recognized names in the industry. After years of being at the top, she gradually stepped away from regular appearances and shifted her focus to her personal life. As her priorities changed, she chose to spend more time with her family while maintaining a smaller online presence. Although she still connects with fans through social media from time to time, she no longer lives the fast-paced lifestyle that once made her famous. Her story shows that, for some people, family and personal happiness eventually become more important than fame. At number 3 is Lana Rhoades. She became one of the fastest rising stars in the industry, gaining millions of fans in a very short time. But despite her success, she decided to leave and never looked back. After stepping away, Lana focused on building her own brand through social media, podcasts, and business ventures. She also became a mother, which marked a major turning point in her life. Today, she is known more as an entrepreneur and online personality than for her former career, proving that a completely new beginning is possible. At number 2 is Johnny Sins. Known around the world for his shaved head and countless on-screen roles, Johnny became one of the most recognizable faces on the internet. Over time, he appeared less often in the industry and shifted his attention to creating content online. Through YouTube, social media, and other projects, he stayed connected with millions of fans while exploring new opportunities. Even though he disappeared from the spotlight that first made him famous, Johnny successfully built a new career, showing that reinvention is possible even after worldwide fame. At number 1 is Eva Lovia. While many expected her to remain in the spotlight, she chose a different direction. After stepping away from the industry, she focused on personal growth, education, and building new business opportunities. Instead of chasing fame, she invested her time in creating a more balanced and meaningful life. Today, she keeps a much lower public profile and is known for her entrepreneurial mindset as much as her past career. Her journey proves that sometimes the biggest success comes from having the courage to completely start over. So, those were 10 adult stars who disappeared from the spotlight. While their careers brought them worldwide attention, their lives after fame took very different paths. Some became entrepreneurs, some focused on family, others built successful online careers, and a few simply chose a quieter life away from the public eye. Their stories remind us that fame doesn't last forever, and many people eventually decide that personal happiness, privacy, and new opportunities are more important than staying in the spotlight. Although millions of people still remember them for their past, they have continued to move forward and create new chapters in their lives. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which story surprised you the most, and is there anyone you think should have been on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like the